So this is Wayne Buback.
Hi, Dwayne.
Chief of
Chesterton guy. Oh my gosh. Where'd Karen go? Did we lose her?
Yeah, so she's getting over it.
Okay, good.
Dwayne's really had a lot of references for Pence. Right now,
Good. And you know all about our budget.
absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, that's absolutely.
What, 50%?
That's right.
50% of energy lease revenues go into maintenance on our national parks.
We can use it.
Right.
Yeah, or it's still real quick, you got 3,000 constructed assets in the park, 500 miles around, about 1,100 miles around. 86 million and we expect that number to increase as we do more traditional assessments.
We're going to work good Congress on it.
That's right.
And getting a good reception right now.
We are, it's bipartisan.
It's on a broad bipartisan support for our National Park Service. And we really think this is an idea this time has got. Capturing the lease revenues, investing that in infrastructure. Hello.
We've got some great things to benefits, so we appreciate that support.
That's great. Good. So this is
Member one.
back up. Thanks for your service. Great.
This is John College.
John College.
John, great to meet you. Thank you. Thanks for your service.
John, I'll give you a quick overview of what we're doing from the fire management standpoint. Rex is going to give you a little bit of an overview here. John, come on up here and give the Vice President an overview of what we're doing in wildland fire, and especially from the standpoint of protecting the resources and the structures and people.
Sure. So, Mr. Vice President, we've had a really robust fire program here, especially in the past 50 years. We've had about 1 million acres of fire on the ground in the park. Fire is a vital natural process here, and we really embrace that. Of course, risk management is at the core of everything we do. Our biggest challenge there is developing fire-adapted communities around the park. We've got about 2,000 structures in the park, and most of them are made out of wood. And a lot of them are irreplaceable national treasures like the Old Faithful one, just right next door here. And we're working really hard to create defensible space so firefighters can work safely in those areas in the event of a fire. And we're pretty excited this year. We're switching gears a little bit, and we're going to start actually using heavy equipment to try to increase our production rate in those regards. We've been using a lot of traditional tools to this point, chainsaws, even horse logging, wood chippers, but it's just not the scale it's meant to be to really make a dent in it, so to speak. So this year we're treating about 80 acres at West Yellowstone with masticator and tying into some existing work we've done out there during fires and tying in some Forest Service projects on the other side of the boundaries. And next year we're moving down to Grass Village, and we're excited about all of it.
It's a fantastic job. Thank you, John.
Sorry.
Becca?
Keep up the great work. Get the whole team migrated.
Questions for me, please?
Yeah, I met some fire jumpers at King Island.
Oh, good.
At Yellowstone Airport.
We've got a challenge coming for you.
Yeah.
You want to get through one?
I said I can cover it.
I got one for you. For all of you.
Mr. President, it's my job to tell you how faithful works. So you've driven into one of the most unique and rare places on the entire planet. Of the world's 900 geysers, 500 of them are right here in Yellowstone National Park. 150 in the upper geyser basin. It's the largest natural concentration of geysers on the planet. So it's the trough of the Yellowstone volcano. Everything is because of the hot spot under Yellowstone, our super volcano. So if you picture it, the hot spot stays stationary and the crust moves over the top of it. As that happens, the crust raises, you blow up the mountains, make a big crater, fill it in with later lava flows, and that's the Snake River Plain. At the end of the Snake River Plain is the latest eruption of the Yellowstone caldera, and 644 years ago. And we have those later lava flows. You drove between them coming into the park. Those are all lava flows coming in. In the upper geyser basin, they come underneath us and they come up beside us. We are in the center, the epicenter of the last caldera. So as that happens, obsidian has been deposited everywhere by the Yellowstone volcano. Obsidian sand about 180 feet deep. in the geyser basin. Water percolates down slowly, rainwater, snow melt percolates down until it reaches depths that it heats. It can heat up to 700 degrees Fahrenheit and stay in its liquid form because of the pressure that's exerted upon it. So it stays in its liquid.
No, I had a question about how often Old Faithful goes off and
About
how
every
long?
94 minutes, and it erupts it erupts for 2 minutes or 4 minutes, usually a short or a long duration. It's binaural since the 59 period. So Old Faithful, water seeps down, starts to heat up, traveling through a maze of cracks and fissures created by our 3,000 earthquakes a year. As it does that, this is a high silica content lava called rhyolite. It picks up silica and carries it in suspension. Everywhere it's traveling, it's depositing silica, creating almost like pipes underneath the geysers. Every feature has a vent underneath it. This is the vent of Old Faithful. We know what it looks like down to about 46 feet because in 1997 they were allowed to put a camera down it. So water's traveling along under there, it comes up into the chambers underneath Old Faithful. As it comes closer to the surface, less pressure is exerted by the weight of the water in that hydrated fracture system on top of it. It begins to boil and flash to steam. A violent reaction happens and steam bubbles form, and they're 1,500 times the volume of the original water, and it comes up and you've got all that happening in these two chambers. It's happening underneath our feet right now. So it flashes to steam, it boils, and they speed up. I call it supersonic system or supersonic bubbles because the whole system speeds up and comes up the vent until right here. It's trapped in an area that's only 4 inches wide. It's like a bubble trap. And so everything's pushing up from down here. You still have hot water in here. That superheated water is going to come up and out of the vent, lowering the pressure down here underneath. Chain reaction, more water boils, more water flashes to steam, and 8,000 gallons of water is pushed through a 4-inch by 2-foot wide opening, 130 to 180 feet in the air.
Thank you. Thank you. And you get an idea of the passion of the National Park Service employee.
You're terrific.
Between John and Rebecca.
Really are.
And they're just a sampling of the great team we have here in Yellowstone. Thank you both.
Mr. Secretary, we need to take her on the road.
She's awesome.
We'll have 8 million people coming.
Probably true.
Yeah, probably true.
Thank
Great
you.
job. Great job. I understood almost all. The city and through. Thanks. Yeah, we'll see you in a little bit.
When
Okay.
you hit the door, the obsidian is all flexible.
Okay, good. She just told me what the obsidian was. Good. Good. Great job. Great job. Thanks, everybody.